Shirley Moses is in the game for Clayton. Henninger is in. Sharp is in. And so is also Robertson. First shot was good at the free throw line. Second one not for Peyton Sharp. We have broke the 50-point mark. 50-17, 106 remaining in the third. Ready to bring this one into the end, to the third for the fourth coming up. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Shot attempt made by Waller. Basket in, and it's good. So after about a 4-minute run with Clayton scoring only, the Rams have finally got another score. 50-19, shot attempt off the backboard by number 23, Henninger. They're going to call a foul, a push, and a big push, and a 2-shot foul coming up. Mackenzie Henninger, 5'7", guard, junior to the line, and she'll shoot 2. She'll miss her first. Coming up, men's action after we wrap up the fourth. It's all here on CRN's coverage of Comets basketball. Home stand back on the home court again for the Comets on Friday against the East Wake Warriors, fighting for the number 1 seed in the Greater News 3A. We'll have it for you beginning at 6:15 Friday night on CRN. Yours truly and Daniel Moore at the call. 50-19. And the Comets bring the ball back inbounds, set by Sharp. Sharp goes back now to Robertson. Robertson throws it up to Ansley Stewart. Stewart now under the basket to Moses. Moses back to Sharp. Sharp looks sharp as she plays defense great on point against Farmer and company. Juking, jiving around Hamlin. And there's a travel. No, they're going to call jump ball. And jump ball will go to the Rams. It'll be Rams ball. Rams basketball, 50-19. Remember rules of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. They go up by 40. The clock runs till the end. You know that. Whistle and a foul. We got 1.8 left to go in the third. Foul on number 30, Nanani Awata. Nanani Awata for the Rams. 50-19. And my apologies, foul was on Ansley Stewart for the Comets. My apologies on that. Foul on Stewart for the Comets. So it's number 21, Brooklyn Waller, to the line, and she is going to be shooting 2. She nails her first. It's a 30-point lead, 50-20. 1.8 seconds in the third. Ready to go to the fourth here on CRN. Shot attempt goes up. Basket in. Both free throws, and that's the third. The horn blares. 1 period remains. 50-21. Comets up by 29. Looking to stay undefeated in the Greater News 3A. Wrapping up their stand to being on the road for away games for a long stretch. Preparing to take on East Wake for the number 1 spot of the GN 3A on Friday night. 1 period left. Fourth period action after radio timeout. It is 50-21. Comets on the road leading over the Rams. And this is Comets basketball on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
And now back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network, the home of your Clayton Comets.
Back after radio timeout, we start the fourth period, 50-21. Just giving some information during our end of the third period. And our hearts and our thoughts and prayers go to the Howard family, Dariana Howard and Shakir Howard. Their mother passed away last evening. Their mother passed away. Just giving this information and thoughts and prayers to the entire family and to their encouragement and their tenacity to go through such a traumatic and still be playing. Props to both of those Howard players. They wanted to play for memory of Mom. We're in fourth period now, 52-21. Godspeed to Miss Howard. Shot attempt made at the basket, going for two, number 21, Brooklyn Waller. 52-21. We're in the fourth period now. The Lady Comets. Attempt made at the line. (53-23), Comets at the line, and that is Washington. Washington is going to be able to shoot. It's going to shoot. Basket and one coming up. Another steal by the Rams to the Comets by Howard. Howard playing under heavy hearts, as we had just talked about when we came back on the fourth period. And she puts it in for two. 58-23 the score. Whistle and a foul. It's going to be against Clayton on number 3 possibly for Washington. And there is a foul, 58-23. So foul on the Comets. Rams will put it back inbound again. Amber Reynolds sets it up to Brooklyn Waller. Waller back to Farmer. Almost turning the ball over is Reynolds. A steal by Washington coming out of nowhere, and they'll overturn the ball. And it looks like it's going to go back to the Rams. Rams ball, 58-23 in the fourth. Men's action coming up next. Unique Best with the ball now for the Comets. Powers her way up court. She lost it and falls to the ground. Turn it over on her own. And it's going to give the ball back to Cleveland here. Great effort there by Unique Best to try to carry it up court. Simply just tripped, I believe, on her feet and turns it over. They're also going to say it's last touch by Cleveland. So they're going to give the ball back to Clayton. So let's say Unique Best got a mulligan on this one. And it'll be Comets ball. Watkins turns it over to Howard. Under two-lady pressure. Powers away to the basket. Will it count? They did count the basket. There's a foul on number 30 of Noani Awata. And his basket and one. Howard shooting. Nails it. A three-point play for Howard. So D. Howard, basket and one good. 61-23. And it's going to be the Rams ball, and they're going to call a penalty against the Rams. So it'll be Comets ball now. Eves back in bounds now to Washington. Washington puts it in play, back up court. 6:15 in regulation. Howard, juking, jiving again under the rim, under the basket, turns it over. Give it back to the Comets. They're going to say it's Rams. Okay, they're going to say it's Rams ball. Rams ball, so Cleveland will keep the ball. Inbounds will be Brooklyn Waller. Men's action's coming up next. Should be a barn burner here in Seatown. Cleveland and Clayton. Push jump ball called. I think I'm going to call it on Cleveland, so Cleveland will keep it. Six minutes remaining in regulation here. Clayton looking to go to 2-0 in the Greater News 3A Conference. in their quest for a conference championship in the regular season as we head to the final month of play before the conference tournament and the quest of a state title. 61-23. And it's going to be Comets ball again. Delaney Eves puts an inbound back to Washington. Triple nickel remaining in the fourth. Washington back up court. Sets it up to Farmer. Washington to Sharp. Sharp for three. Bounces it off the rim. It's no good. It comes back. It's Watkins. Just at the out-of-bounds line. She'll keep it in play. Hedinger sets it up to Washington. Back to Hedinger again. To Watkins. Two-lady pressure. She goes off the rim. It's no good. Another basket is Eves. Eves with a whistle and a foul. Foul on number 40, Megan Hellenberger. Another foul on Cleveland. This will bring Delaney Eves to the line, and she will shoot two. 5'10", power forward junior. Nails her first. 62-23. As they say, the Lady Comets and Marlon Lee are ready to bring this one on home for supper. 5:33 in regulation here. Eves, second shot. At the line, bouncing off the rim. It's no good. Give it back to the Rams on the rebound. Hamlin back up court to pressure on 21 Waller. Whistle, block charge, and a double dribble called on the Rams. Turn it back over to Clayton. (62-23). A good one coming up. The varsity man action is next. The varsity man will be playing the Rams. They're doing a phenomenal job in play as well. We'll hype that and talk about that in our High Q Energy Drink pregame tip-off for the varsity men's game, which is next right here on CRN. As soon as we finish up this one, we'll stop, reset, go back on the archive servers, and get ready to go live for game two. 5:12 remaining in regulation. 62-23 the score. Whistle and a foul on the Rams, and Peyton Sharp will go to the line, and she'll shoot two. Peyton Sharp, one of those players that had an injury in the beginning of the season. Still wearing a brace on her right leg, right ankle, but she has been a great contender. Peyton Sharp, the freshman guard at 5'5". Great players here. Washington a senior, Sharp a freshman, Howard is a freshman, Fletcher a junior, Watkins junior, Clement senior, Lafler senior, Hedinger junior, Best senior, Stewart freshman, Eves junior, Robertson junior, and Moses junior. So you only have three seniors in this class. And they're all coming back probably next year to play, and that's a good thing for Marlon Lee and the Comets organization. 63-23, Rams with the ball. Shot attempt made, going for three, no good. On her own rebound attempt, though, getting it back is Sage Farmer. And she is a freshman at 5'6". And Sage Farmer. And they are calling a technical foul, I believe, on the coach. I think they have called a technical foul on Coach Robbie White for the Cleveland Rams, and he has been ejected from the game. Robbie White is nowhere on the coach's bench. A technical foul, I believe, has been called on the coach for Cleveland. Technical foul has been called. 2 technical fouls have been called on the Rams. So we might be looking at a 6-shot foul, six points made here at the free throw line for the Comets. Because we had a foul shot called. That's 2. 2 technicals is another two shots at the free throw line. And the coach has been ejected from the game for the Cleveland Rams of Robbie White. And Farmer, she's going to shoot her 2 because she was fouled. So Farmer will go and she'll shoot her 2 at the free throw. And then I'm believing Clayton is going to now have the opportunity to shoot for free throw points. Farmer will make her 2 count. And now there's a technical foul against the Rams. 2 technical fouls, actually. So there might be 2 points or 4 points. I'm not sure here what they're calling because we're way up above the rafters. We are not down courtside level where the scorer's bench is, where we normally are for games. But I will tell you that Coach Robbie White of the Cleveland Rams has been ejected from the game. He is ejected from the game. Number 14,